Okay, I just caught the trailer for Apollo 18. Now, this is one of those found footage movies, which I know a lot of people hate. They've hated it ever since the Blair Witch Project. I've liked some of them. It's an interesting concept. It's not something that should be flooded into the market. But there's been a few I liked, and this one might have some potential. It's got the claustrophobia, and I think it has a good excuse for the filming too, which is always, I think, the biggest problem with these found footage movies. Uh, to backtrack a bit, this one is about apparently originally the Apollo space program ended with Apollo 17. After that, they thought it was kind of a waste of money, and so they canceled Apollo 18. This one's about a apparently secret mission that was launched. Looks like probably to follow the Soviets trying to land on the moon, which we'll get into that when the movie comes out. And well, they wind up finding something on the moon. In the trailers, we don't really see much. We see at one scene there's like a spider-looking creature inside the guy's helmet. My guess is that's probably the stage one of the aliens, like a face hugger type thing. But you get the basic gist. They get to the moon, they get out, start looking around, start noticing there's something out there. What I said earlier, though, about the potential is that it's kind of hard, like, to explain why people are still filming stuff in these types of situations, because you wouldn't carry around cameras and continue to film like most people would. Like in the Blair Witch, how much would they have filmed that? You had a little bit more of an excuse with quarantine because it wasn't news crew, but still. But towards the later part of that film, you were like, why does he still have the camera? Almost to the same extent of in Cloverfield, although at least Cloverfield, it was like one of those really, it was supposed to be one of those really tiny cameras, so you can kind of see that it's just like kind of on his wrist. But this one, I think, probably has the best excuse in that when they're inside, like the little Apollo, not the whatever, the lunar lander, there's a camera set up in there that just constantly records. Okay, so it's not them. I don't know why they've never done more of these type of kind of film, like found footage films, where it's not them filming it, but like cameras that were set up that recorded it. And the other thing is when they're outside, their spacesuits, like the real spacesuits, have cameras built into them. Which is, they actually did that in Rec 2, if anyone's seen that, which is basically the sequel to the movie that they copied for Quarantine. Basically, yeah, the camera's attached to them and it just records constantly. So there's a good excuse. Plus, they're astronauts and they're kind of just trained to respond, to say everything, what they're seeing, and all that stuff for recording. So, in that respect, this is a good excuse for a found footage film. I'm going to withhold some judgment, though, because the plot might just be complete dumbassery. We do not know yet. The trailer itself, for you, if just type in Apollo 18, you'll find it. Doesn't reveal much about the plot, other than basically giving away which of the two characters definitely dies, which is kind of a bummer. Trailer spoiler. Oh well, and well, it's a found footage film. When does anyone ever live through those? And I hear the puppy barking in the background. Overall, I'm going to keep a closer eye on this film. I'm going to wait till I see a little bit more from this. Yeah, maybe a second trailer. But I have a feeling this could be a good found footage film, or this might be I am turning my head Exorcist style over the stupidity of the plot. It has a lot of potential for that one too. But certainly check it out if you seem interested. If you like the found footage type films, you're probably going to wind up seeing this. I'm going to probably wind up seeing this, unless it looks really, really bad. More on this to come. Signing off.